Right now, across the U.S., people are protesting outside courthouses after a Supreme Court draft opinion was leaked, appearing to show the justices' plan to overturn Roe v. Wade, the landmark decision that made abortion legal. This is outside the Duval County Courthouse, which might not look like much now, but a protest is scheduled there in less than 30 minutes. If Roe v. Wade is overturned, about half of all states are likely to completely ban abortion, including Georgia, where a controversial abortion restriction signed into law by Governor Kemp, but blocked by the court, could soon take effect. News for Jack's reporter Ann Maxwell is more on what the so-called heartbeat law entails. She's joining us from Duval County, where, again, that rally for reproductive rights begins in about 30 minutes. Ann?
Mary, a couple protesters are here already. There's also one anti-abortion protester here. Now, if Roe versus Wade is overturned here in Florida, that means a 15-week abortion ban signed into law would no longer be considered unconstitutional. But up in Georgia, restrictions could be even tighter if the heartbeat bill, as it's called, which bans abortions up until about 6 weeks, goes into effect, which could happen if Roe v. Wade is overturned. Signed into law in 2019, blocked by a federal court in 2020, and now effectively in limbo. A Georgia law banning abortions once a, quote, fetal heartbeat is detected could go into law this summer. It all depends on the Supreme Court. The Georgia Life Alliance helped lobby for the bill. Martha Zoller is its interim director.
I had my own conversion, if you will, when I saw the first grainy sonogram of my baby and I saw that heartbeat.
That usually happens about 5.5 or 6 weeks into a pregnancy, which falls short of the roughly 24 weeks protected under Roe versus Wade. Julie Jordan, who is the chair of the Democratic Party in Glenn County, says if the Supreme Court does overturn Roe, abortions will still happen despite tighter restrictions in Georgia, either illegally or in clinics elsewhere.
So it's going to devastate women across Georgia and across, the United States that don't have access.
A January poll from the Atlanta Journal-Constitution found about 68% of Georgia voters oppose overturning Roe versus Wade. As for the state law hanging in the balance, the poll found about 49% oppose it, about 44% support it, with nearly 6% remaining neutral. According to the reproductive advocacy group, the Guttmacher Institute, more than 36,000 abortions were performed in Georgia in 2017, and nearly 1 in 4 women will have an abortion by age 45. Cheryl Lee Taylor is one of them. She says she had an abortion in her 20s when she was already a mother to a few children. She says a family member pressured her to get an abortion.
It's like, you already got kids, but I couldn't see the light that I was doing was sin. I did a sin.
She says she regrets it, and she would like to see abortion banned.
I didn't forgive myself for what I done.
What's your response to those that say some women are on the other side, they don't want to be a mom, and they would feel pressured to become one or have another child even if they don't want to?
Well, I would say to all young women, young girls, older women, I don't care. I would say to them, just don't sin.
We're expected to hear the court's final decision on Roe v. Wade sometime this summer. A couple more people have showed up for this rally here at the courthouse. We'll have a live report coming up at 6. Live in Jacksonville, Ann Maxwell, Channel 4, the local station.